Hi guys, and welcome to the Sunderland vs Rochdale match review. Now, as you can tell by the smile on my face, Sunderland got themselves another 3 points against Rochdale. And to be fair, I need to give credit where credit is due. Rochdale, I think they were relatively unfortunate at times. Yesterday, they were actually a very good footballing side. And I said this in the preview, they're very good on the ball, keeping hold of the ball. And they made a good 2 or 3 very, very good chances as well. And I think they were unfortunate on the day. And how they're bottom of the league, I don't know. But like I say, I have to give credit where credit is due. I've said it in the past. You know, whether we win, lose or draw, I'll always give the credit when it's due, to the opposition. For example, the other night when we played Swindon, I was very critical and I was very agitated, as you probably could have told in the match review, because I thought that Swindon were very, very poor. So that's why I was so frustrated that we played so poor. Whereas yesterday, even though we got the win, just like we did against Swindon, I feel like Rochdale were very good and they made it hard for us. I think defensively they were very shaky, and that was probably their only bad point and their only weakness, which is probably why they're down where they are. But but they had a good 2 or 3 chances, and at times they were better than us, and I will say that. But we'll get into the match review anyway. So getting on to the starting 11. Now, there was so much debate about what the formation was, because before the game it was announced that it was a 4 at the back. Then the game started, and for me, I don't know about anyone else, it was blatantly obvious that it was a 3 at the back. To me, it looked like it was Sanderson in the middle, 09 on one side. Ollie Younger got his first league start, which I was very happy with. I think he was very good. But he looked like he was as part of a back 3 with McFadzean as well pushed up on one side, Jones on the other, Winchester and Power in the middle, and then McGeady, O'Brien and White up top. But then 5 minutes into the game, the Sunderland Twitter said, yes, we can confirm it's 4 at the back. I was thinking, are we watching the same game here? But either way, those were the players on the pitch. I think defensively, that's what's quite good with that system. It's quite fluid in the sense that when we are defending, you can make it into a back four. McFadzean can push back, tuck into a left back position, and then the others can push across with 09 and Sanderson in the middle. Younger can go to right back, and when we're going forward, it can go to a back 3, as I say, with Younger, Sanderson and 09. But getting into the game, we started off quite bright, got the corner and the early goal. It was a very, very good delivery. Another assist for Haydn McGeady, who's now got 12 assists this season. To think he didn't play for the opening 3 or 4 months, that's mad, and he tops the assist charts. That's just absolutely crazy. So hats off to Haydn McGeady, who's now, like I say, leading the assist charts. It was a very, very good ball in swinging. And there was Dion Sanderson. Again, he's been absolutely on fire, that lad, Dion Sanderson. He's an absolutely class defender, in my opinion. One of the best I've seen at the club in some time, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying it because I'm in a good mood or because we're doing well only recently, because I've said it about players before when we're playing poorly, when I think players are really good. But Sanderson, I think he's a different gravy, absolute different gravy. And if, a lot of people say we should sign him regardless. Of course, I'd love to see us sign him. And I think with Louis Dreyfus's money, I think he'd be able to afford him. But would Wolves want to get rid of him, or would he want to stay with a League One club? I think it would all sit on whether we go up this season. I think if we go up, then maybe we might be able to keep hold of him, maybe another loan spell, or buying him. I think he would definitely like to play Championship football. I think all in all, in the end, he would like to play Premier League football. Whether that would be with us, I don't know. But I think I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here. Sanderson's a very good player, in my opinion. And I also think it's mad, if you think about it, that only a month or so ago, or a month or 2 ago, when Bailey Wright was fit, when Flanagan's fit, and Willis is fit, he couldn't get anywhere near the side. And there was times where, Lee Johnson, he was playing McLaughlin, who's naturally a right back, over Sanderson, and Sanderson was on the bench, sometimes not even making it onto the bench. And I think that's absolutely criminal now, looking at it. And we were saying, he could even fill in at right back, and we're still putting 09 at right back, who's naturally a midfielder. He couldn't get a sniff in the side, and now he's been forced his hand to play him. And in a way, I'm glad that these injuries have happened, just so we can actually see how good the lad is. And he got his fair crack of the whip, and he's absolutely smashing it. He's a leader at the back. He controls that back 3 or back 4, respectively, whichever system we're playing. Anyway, getting into the game, he rose like a salmon at the back post, and he got his first goal for the club. Brilliant header into the near post, and and it's a brilliant goal for him, and I'm buzzing 6 minutes in. But after the goal, it has to be said, I think that Rochdale were better than us. They were making more chances. They were playing some really, really good football. 09 at one point, he had to make a crazy block where he basically flung himself to the floor, and I think he just hit him sort of around his crotch area, we'll say, because he got taken on by their lad up top. It was flicked over him, and he was about to strike it at a goal, and 09 just flung his body in front of the ball, and it just hit him. And there was a few shots for handball, but it wasn't given. But what it looks like, he'll put everything on the line for this club, which we absolutely adore. It was a brilliant block. They had another chance as well, which it was struck from distance, but it was blocked. It was mainly Rochdale, has to be said. We were sitting back, and I think that what I did like, though, in midfield this time, of course, I complained a lot last time out when it was Scown and Winchester. We had the outlet, and I was quite surprised that in the middle with Power and Winchester, it was actually Power that was sitting just in front of the defenders. And Winchester, you could see, had been told and was instructed to get forward. And it almost made it into sort of a diamond because Winchester was playing very, very high up as opposed to Power. You know, when we were attacking, Power was sitting, Winchester was going right up there and getting amongst it. Well, I thought it would have been the other way around because usually you like to see Power around the edge of the box because he does have a hell of a strike in him, as we know. But that's how it was working. But like I say, Rochdale were playing very well, making chances. But then eventually, it's Charlie Wyke. And what a cross it was from Jordan Jones on the right side. I give him a bit of stick in the last review for different reasons, which I still stand by. But I think his deliveries today were absolutely phenomenal. Some of his crosses in, some of them didn't quite or weren't met by players. He was putting whipping balls in so dangerously in the danger area, and sometimes I was quite annoyed with some of our sort of attackers that just weren't getting on the end of him because there was some cracking balls, world-class balls in my opinion. But eventually, White does get on the end of it with his trademark header and beats the keeper 2-0. So we're going to half-time, 2-0 up. And it's looking, I'm looking very cushy, and I will give it another shout out to Younger, who I do think, at times he was a little bit shaky. Don't get me wrong. He was cut out positionally a couple of times. Sometimes he was getting a bit sort of drawn into the ball when he didn't need to be. He should have sort of dropped off, and he was getting sucked into the action a little bit, which was dragging himself out of position and leaving us a bit vulnerable at the back. But in general, he looked very tidy, and I was quite surprised to see him there actually, because I think last time I saw him properly was at Fleetwood when he did get injured, and I think he was on the left side of a three then, and he looked so good. He looked brilliant then. He was winning everything in the air, but on the right side, I think he looked a little bit more shaky. I don't know whether it was just an off day or what, I don't know. But what was good to see is the likes of Jones and Sanderson both getting in his ear constantly. Every time he made a little bit of a mistake, they're getting in his ear and clapping him, supporting him. And I love to see that for young players. Absolutely love that. So it's good to see we have that connection within the club at the minute. But we went in half-time, 2-0, and it was all right. Everything's looking rosy. Second half, to be honest, it was a bit more even. Not a massive amount happened for large parts. Younger did come off eventually. Winchester come off as well. I think he had a bit of a dead leg. Scowen come on. Diamond come on. Maguire come on later on in the game. And we didn't actually have a chance, another shot until like the 75th minute or something. Maguire tried a quick free kick whilst the keeper was off his line. He's gone for the top left-hand corner and he went far. But then Burge was forced into a very good save, in my opinion. We need to give credit to Burge when it's due. We can't just talk about him when he's making mistakes, which every keeper can make. Granted, Burge has made quite a few more than the average keeper at times, but he's been decent recently, and that was a very, very good save. They had a free kick, they played it quickly, slips their attacker in behind our defence. Pretty much one-on-one, really, but just inside the box or around the edge. And it was lashed pretty much one-on-one with the keeper, as I say, though, and he's managed to push it around the post. Very good save. But yeah, we saw the game out, 2-0, very professional performance. And if we look at the league table, it's looking so sweet for us right now. I'll have a quick look just to refresh my memory. But teams were dropping points yesterday. The big one yesterday, Pompey, who would take on Tuesday, should I say. He lost by 4-1 against Northampton, who, with no disrespect to Northampton, you wouldn't be expecting them to really, scratch Pompey, let alone beat them by 4-1. They were 4-0 up at half-time, and Pompey got a consolation goal in the second half. But yeah, they beat Pompey by 4-1. Lincoln beat Crewe by 3-0. Hull around us, winning, beat Bristol Rovers 2-0. Donny beat Plymouth 2-1. Peterborough lost, though, by 2-1 against Burton. Anyone else? Aki won. They beat Swindon. Ipswich lost as well to Gillingham 3-1. They're really falling off a bit now, aren't they? Ipswich. But if we look at the league tables, we do have Hull back on the top now, although a lot of teams have 2 games in hand over him. We're on 57 points. We are 3 points away from Lincoln, who we play very shortly as well now, a week or two. So we're 3 points behind them. We're only 5 points behind second place Peterborough and Hull as well. We are only 5 points off the top, so it's looking very, very close there. We do take on Pompey, like I say, on Tuesday. A huge game there. Absolutely massive against Pompey. If we get a result there, and it could be a perfect time to play them as well, like I say, because they've just got battered from Northampton with 5 points ahead of Pompey, who are 6th as well. So how long can this run go on for? We're now unbeaten in 6, winning 5 of them. I think that's right. Is it 4? Yeah, 5. I can't remember now. Either way, we're winning a lot of games, aren't we? It's hard for me to remember. I'm getting on now. But yeah, so a very, very good result. Looking to Pompey now. Hopefully we can get some players back from injury as well. I wouldn't like to see too much of a shake-up within the squad, given how well we have been playing and we are scraping results. And the thing is, like I said earlier, we haven't been playing particularly well. I still don't think we haven't really got into our stride, but we're still getting 3 points week in, week out at the minute, and at least we're not losing. So I think with some good performances, we'll see some really big scorelines, in my opinion, because, like I say, play poorly, we're getting 3 points, but I'll take it. My man of the match, I think Sanderson again. It just has to be Sanderson. I'm constantly giving it Sanderson. I think he's won the last sort of like 4 or 5 man of the matches from me and from the club as well on social media. But I think that just goes to show then, doesn't it? We're not that dominant. We're not playing hugely well when your centre-back's getting the plaudits every game, even though you are getting 3 points. So like I say, as soon as we get in our stride, Sanderson won't need to do as much, but he's doing a hell of a lot and he's bossing it. But yeah, I'll give it to Sanderson again. I absolutely love him. I just hope to God we can sign him. But either way, yeah, that's the match review done. So what did you guys think of the game? Who was your man of the match as well? But if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button for me. It'd be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sarny Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.